Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is a round I got Thursday evening in the Gundam Mark II. To be honest, I've been cranky and frustrated the last couple of days, and I just wanted to play something nice and simple that I hopefully could not fumble with at an inopportune moment. So I took this is I think the level 3 Gundam Mark II. This is a 600 room. I got it most of the way through the enhancement hangar. I got it at enough points to get increased security, but skipped out on support fire resistance because that's a lot of points, and I didn't want to spend the tickets. And it got level 4 range strength increase when I put it through the newer enhancement system. I need to see what those are actually called so I can keep them straight. But yeah, so its melee is still much stronger, but I honestly tuned this for range because some days, especially when I am cranky and frustrated, getting in is a problem. So, Mark II has some plenty capable ranged weapons, so yeah, I figured that would be a good choice. And it seems to be working out. I have one of the ranged overtune parts and a lot of defense, and the last space was filled with, or the upper slot space that was left was filled with melee and boosts. So this is an Engaged Gundam Incom type, which, yeah, it is a support. It does have type advantage on me. If I let it lay into me, I've got a problem, but I was able to lock it down until it was not a problem anymore. It was kind of interesting seeing the mass production new Gundam here, just because compared to most of the other things in this round, it's so big. It is just so much taller than everything else. It's kind of easy sometimes to forget how much larger Char's counterattack suits are compared to earlier mobile suits until you see them side by side. Then of course, like the Hathaway suits are even bigger than that. And then, starting with F90, they start to shrink. So, yeah, I think there's an RF Goof. That, of course, did not shrink when Mars Zeon put it together. I think it's Mars Zeon. Oldsmobile Army is what they were called at the time. But, that didn't shrink. There is, I believe, a heavy gun here somewhere. That is kind of small. But, yeah, just look how much taller that MP-New is than the Mark II. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, I am just playing, very basically trying to have the sense to get away when I'm fighting 3-on-1, but I was just too late on that. So yeah, I was playing very aggressively, but that does have a cost. I feel like I'm pretty lucky, honestly, that I've been able to carry it as far as I have so far. But yeah, I said just honestly, for whatever reason, just this round felt good, so I'm running it. Just, I don't know. I like the Mark II. I like the AUG. I think up until they were, stupid enough to make a deal with Axis Zeon, they're probably my favorite faction in at least the first UC Gundam. And yeah, not much else to say about that. But yeah, so I put the Mark II in AUG colors, put a couple AUG stickers on it, and yeah. Let's see. Yeah, landed the bird lime on the incom again. Yeah, I know pretty well that I can handle this one-on-one. So, and the pilot knows that I can too, because I'm pretty sure they just sent for their GPO2 BB. So, I am going to back off and not end up between those two things, because yeah, I can probably fight either one to a certain degree, but both is not good. Not good for me. So, and yep, they wasted their tackle, and that was all I needed. So there we go. Developing a little bit of a lead here. I got heavy staggered because I was too close to the explosion. Somebody sent stay close, and they are entirely correct. I was way too far out, and if the enemy team did figure that out, they could have just turned around and destroyed me, which, is what they did before, basically. So I managed to come back and, snap up that GPO2 while it wasn't paying attention to me. one thing to remember, and that's you probably have seen me using the dummy balloon at times where it's not particularly effective. But remember that it doesn't only appear on enemy radar; it takes you off of enemy radar until you fire your weapon, or until the dummy balloon resolves itself. So, yeah, it is just basically an extremely temporary stealth buff, which is not a bad thing to have. And yeah, Goof was a good target. It was not watching its back, just like I was not watching mine when I decided to go after the GPO2, and the Goof then turned around and got me, I think. Oh no, Engage Gundam got me. Yeah, that's fair. Let's see. 2.5 minutes or so left. Scores are evening out a little bit. But, yeah, just like I said, I like the Mark II. You know, it's just a nice looking mobile suit. It's just a really nice design. I think I've mentioned before, if you want to see like the development of the Zeta Gundam mobile suit designs, Mark Simmons on his Gundam Unofficial website has a detailed development history of Zeta Gundam and, well, most of the early Gundam series, complete with concept art for the mobile suits. And yeah, Mark II, a lot of people took a crack at the Mark II, and then ultimately, I believe it was Kunio Okawara's design that won out. Almost all the designs in Zeta were cleaned up ultimately by Kazumi Fujita, who designed a lot of the Zeta MSV things like the Hyakushiki Kai. But yeah, like almost everything you see in Zeta is filtered through him to some degree. I think from what I've seen of the various pieces of art, and there goes the heavy gun. Probably the suit that was of the early suits that was the least cleaned up of the early designs was the Rick Diaz. That is pretty well spot on for Nagano's original line art. Let's see. Enemy managed to bomb the base. They have a slight lead, so we need to be very aggressive here in the last 30 seconds. And I am amazed. Again, amazed the mood I was in that I had the presence of mind to, for the most part, stay out of the Atlas Gundam's way. The Atlas Gundam player being very aggressive. So we were both kind of going to keep bonking off of each other if I kept trying to go directly in for melee. So now that we've got a lead and, I will just work on what I can work on with the time that's left. I am going to go for melee on this GPO2 if I can. Got heavy staggered by something, I think. Oh, I think our RF Goof was trying to heavy stagger it and hit me by mistake. But that's okay, because I ultimately managed to get in there and get the last shot in, so I'll take that. Yeah, round came out pretty well. I think the Mark II looks pretty good in these colors. Always did. And yeah, swept the board just about, 5505 out of 15,500. 1080 assist score and 125,000 damage. 7-2. I'm very satisfied with that performance. That is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We will be back soon with more. Till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later. Yeah, not a lot to say otherwise. I did get the second, giant omnibus volume of Ashita no Joe in the mail today. That is a classic boxing manga that was a huge hit in the late 60s and early 70s. Matter of fact, the original anime for it, done in I think 71, Tomino actually storyboarded some of the episodes early in his career. So yeah, it's it's a pretty good series. It's a pretty good show. I always advocate, if it's based on a manga, read the manga. And given the size of the books, what they're going for is not too bad, especially since they are frequently on sale well below suggested retail price on Amazon.